Yes.
Intoxica, what's happening? It is time for a Thrifty Business Thrift Haul, and more importantly, it's time for our Friday night one. I haven't done one of these in forever. So, of course, I've got to have an extra special co-host when I do a Friday night haul. And tonight, my extra special co-host is Debbie Wieder. Hello, Debbie, my dear. How are you?
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too. And a happy Hanukkah, because that starts tomorrow or next day. Or 12th. I'm close.
You're close.
So although he is not watching, today is my brother's birthday, so happy birthday, Buzz. And my dad's birthday is on Sunday.
Happy birthday, Regan. Yes, rest.
Mine's the end of the month, so 3 December birthdays.
That costs a lot of money.
Yeah. And the sucky thing is, everyone remembers my dad and my brother's birthday because at the beginning of the month. Well, let me tell you how many people remember your December 30th birthday when they're cleaning up from Christmas and getting ready for New Year's. No one, ever.
Oh. Well, you just have to remind them.
When I was growing up, if you saw the movie 16 Candles, they forgot to wish her happy birthday. And that was exactly what happened to me. The first person to say happy birthday is when I got to work at 3 p.m. I got up in the morning with my family, went to school all day. And
your family didn't say happy birthday?
No one remembered.
Oh, man. See, you should have just wrote signs on the mirrors, put notes in their cars.
And I got a question right from the chat. Is my Spikes shirt from the Dive Bar T-shirt club? Yes, it is. Now, speaking of dive bars, here's the first item I'm going to show you, because here's what's funny about this, Debbie. This is a bar in Vegas called Dive Bar. Now, I've not taken you there as of yet, but I will someday.
I hope so.
But I'm going there tomorrow night to see the Swank Bastards with my good friend Robin Johnson. And I just found this hat yesterday. So I found a hat for the place I'm going to tomorrow.
Perfect timing.
So, so I got my new hat here. I probably should give a little spray of Lysol case, it was on some yucky person's head.
Oh, that's used. That's not
new? If it is, it don't look too used. But it was at a thrift store.
Yeah.
So, yes, Heather, Mrs. Peggy forgot my birthday. And, the person who said happy birthday was a coworker who I was close with most of my coworkers, but if I recall, it was one that was just like maybe new or just not one that worked too often. He's like, "Oh, hey, happy birthday, Jason." That was it.
See, you should have had a T-shirt on that said "Today's my birthday." Then everybody would have known.
All right, so thrift haul tonight. I was in LA 2 weekends ago, and I was doing a lot of hanging out with Kim, who I think is in the chat. And we thrifted, and we went to a lot of record stores because I was buying Christmas CDs. And we went to Buffalo Exchange, and I bought some cool shit there. And Buffalo Exchange screwed me, so I'll talk about that in a second. And then yesterday, I hit a couple of savers. I went to Tropicana, the biggest savers in the country. And then I went to Crazy Town, Charleston Savers, which, Deb, wait till you see it. They're redoing the whole plaza. They put up an old atomic-looking sign for the plaza, and they're redoing the whole thing. And it's all pretty, but the clientele hasn't changed, so the place is looking pretty, but the crazies still are all there. So,
well, maybe the new people will come and the crazies will leave.
No,
what would
not that.
What would Crazy Town be without the crazies?
I know it would not be true Crazy Town, but it's looking prettier. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get right into it.
And then Savers is going to stay. Is Savers going to stay there? They update.
Oh yeah,
upgrade
they're redoing the whole store. So the plaza's doing the front, but they're actually redoing the whole inside. So right now it's all kind of messed up. The aisles are all pushed because they're kind of rebuilding things, and so you can't cross somebody in the aisles right now.
Oh, so you have lots of thrifty encounters, real close ones.
So someone's asking, maybe they've never heard the story. I'll give the quick short version. Define how crazy you have to be to fit in Crazy Town. What's the criteria? The bottom line story always is filming Thrift Hunters. I explained to my crew what Crazy Town was all about. Nothing crazy happened while we were filming. And as we were setting up to do a little interview outside, in the middle of the day, a woman squatted in the middle of the parking lot, pulled her skirt up, pulled her underwear to the side, pooped, put her stuff back together, no wiping, and got up and walked away. And that's kind of normal for that corner of the world. So
that's kind of like the Amazon lady that they have the video of the Amazon lady that did it in the guy's driveway.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that on Facebook?
That is crazy town. All right. So yeah, Henry, I did get a box from you today, so I'll talk about that at the end, Henry. But let's get right into it. So let's do this first. I was teasing this in the little tease. Oh. Who knows what this is?
I do.
Who knows what this is? And if you don't know, you're looking, when you're at the thrift store, you're looking for this. Oh, wait, my phone's rebooting. Oh, it rebooted. I have a picture to show you because it really does stand out, and you really want to keep your eyes peeled, especially when it's a real thick plush section. So there it is, hanging amongst everything. All right.
Nice. Saying, take me.
No, Doug, it is not a Ralph Lauren bear. Doug, look a little bit more close at the face. What's that shape remind you of, Doug? And those feet. It is a Disney bear. Now, the unfortunate thing is, it is not a pre-Duffy. It is a Duffy. But it was $2. So I'll still get $20 for this Duffy, or maybe 15, 16 bucks. But of course, I like to buy them just because if you find the pre-Duffy, what that means is before they called it Duffy, it didn't have a name. So there would not be a tag on his leg that said Duffy. It wouldn't say anything because he didn't have a name. Oh, okay. And if you find...
I have not found one yet.
You never found one? I've sold a couple of pre-Duffys, not the exciting colors, and I've sold a good handful of regular Duffys. But the pre-Duffys, when you find them in the fashion colors, so pinks, purples, blues...
Is there a red?
There was a point where those went for $1,000 each. And in the early days, or either the early days of this group or the late days of the 13 with the boys, one of our members found 4 blues at a garage sale for 50 cents each, took a picture of her, lined up on her hood of her car, and at that time they were popping off at about $1,000 a piece. So for $2, she found a vacation for
That's incredible.
Yeah.
The only Duffys I find are when I'm at Disneyland in the Disney store. But
Duffys will still sell. This one's plain. No clothes, no nothing. But I've sold a Duffy that was Peter Pan. I've sold a Duffy that was Buzz Lightyear. So those sell better because they're more specific.
Yeah. What do you know why the price went down on the $1,000 one?
It's just one of those things. Now, there is one that still goes for $1,000. It's one holding a heart. And there's also a bunny dressed like the bear. And so those sell for about $1,000. So the blue and purples, they waned off to $600.
Okay, I'd still be happy with that.
Yeah.
4 of them at $600, I'd be happy.
So when we're done here, don't do it now. When we're done here, go to eBay, go pre-Duffy, sold, sort by highest, and you'll be like, what? So you'll know. All right.
That's good.
Let's do a little bit more plush, and so I need to angle this a little bit. Let me see if I can pull this off. Oh, nope. Hey, how's the ceiling? Let's do it this way. Okay, so this shocked me. So this is a motion animatronic type Tigger here.
Does he have a video? Are you going to do a video for him?
Yep.
Oh.
Merry Christmas. That's MERRY. And a Christmas.
Okay, so he says 10 different things, and he's going up and down on his tail.
That is awesome.
Okay, now here's the shocking part of all this. I also have Eeyore, and all Eeyore does is this.
He doesn't speak?
Nope, his head just goes around and round, and as you can see, Eeyore is way shorter than Tigger, but guess what sells better? Eeyore. And he don't do nothing really, but this one was $4, and he sells for about $40. This one was $7.50, and on a good day, I can get $40 for him too. I'm just shocked that he does so much more, and they're about the same. So that's kind of weird.
I wonder, are there less Eeyores out there? Are they harder to find? And maybe that's why.
Could be. And just remind everybody, between Debbie and myself, if you like anything you see here, it's all for sale, other than my dive bar hat. It's the only thing I'm keeping that I'm showing you today.
But for the right price, you might sell that too.
True. So if you see anything you like, just drop me a note after the show, or Debbie a note, and we can cut you a deal. So we're both sides are happy. And
Yes.
Dixie in the chat said she sold her Prink pre-Duffy this September for $1,150.
What? Bill, go look for some pre-Duffys. That's incredible.
All right, and then I don't think I have any more plush. No.
I was going to ask you, when I watched the teaser show for this, is this a Disneyland and sex show tonight?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, since you brought that up, I've been telling you guys forever, record stores are adding book sections.
Yeah.
And so this is what I picked up when I was in LA at a record store called CD Trader in Tarzana. It's called Sex Designs, and it's art and products that have sexual looks to them. So here's a regular rubber ducky, and here's an S&M ducky.
Poor ducky.
I'm trying to think of what things I can show that aren't too graphic.
When I first saw that, I thought it was a CD. When you first held it up in the teaser show, I thought that was going to be a CD. I didn't know it was a book.
And then there's some, some Hawaiian girl art with, almost exposed. But this was $5, and it's selling for about $50. And
nice.
So I always look at the book section in the record stores, and they don't just have music books. They also have things like sex design. So anytime you find an adult section, and then freaky little statues like this.
Oh, no, that's quite interesting.
Anytime you find an adult
sex sells.
or erotica section, that's where the good money's going to be, because those books typically don't sell, the volume that, say, a Harry Potter will.
Right.
And so they're usually a little more risque, behind the counter. Bookstores won't carry it. So you cannot easily get anything kind of sex or erotica related. So that's the first section I go to, because I know that's where good money is.
That's a great tip.
All right, let me show one more thing here. I'm actually going to quiz you, Debbie, and then I'll hand it over to you. Oh,
okay.
We didn't talk about what we're drinking, Deb.
Oh.
I am drinking I'm drinking out of my brand new Drooling Bastard from the Tonga Hut in North Hollywood.
Oh, I thought maybe that. We have that tiki, and I told Bill we should sell it so we get more money for the cruise that's coming up.
There you go.
And then we took it out of the box, and I said, no way. I love that tiki too much.
All right, this is a high-end version of pirate rum. It's called Cask 1623. This retails for $225, and I answered an ad on Craigslist, and I bought this for $50 off a crackhead in the parking lot of a 99-cent store.
Oh my gosh! But it was sealed, right?
Oh yeah, it was sealed, and it's collectible box and everything. So I'm enjoying my $50, $200 bottle of rum.
Now I wonder where he stole it from.
She did tell me her friend was a distributor for one of the conglomerates that owns a lot of liquors.
Oh.
And he's all scabby, and the ashtray is like overflowing with cigarette butts in her car. Yeah, well,
that beats the rum I found for you at the garage sale.
Yeah, I got cheap booze. All right, what you drinking, Deb?
I am drinking Bulletproof energy drink. This is my brother's. I don't drink caffeine, but for some reason I like this. So when I get kind of tired and run down, I have a bulletproof energy drink. But the only problem is you can't hardly find it anywhere. We might start selling it on eBay. I told Bill we should.
It's good stuff. I do not like any energy drinks, but I do like that one. And I'm not saying that because Debbie's my friend and it's her brother's. If you know me, I never drink energy drinks because I don't like them. But that's a good tasting one. And I got the diet one here because Debbie always is so sweet to bring me a couple cases of it.
Yes, I keep you in stock.
So let me ask you a question, then I'll throw it to you for some stuff, Deb. We're going to quiz you.
Okay.
I'm going to quiz you.
All right.
Do you know what this logo is? I got to hide something here so you don't see it.
Well, okay. I recognize the eyes. They look like something I know, but it's the first thing that goes off my head is AC/DC, but
no, but it is a band, and I know someone in the chat, if anyone in the chat knows, feel free to throw it out there now. Oh, Candace just said, I need that.
Oh.
So,
it's a cool logo.
Yeah. So this is anyone in the chat? Yes. This is the Misfits.
Oh, I've seen it. I knew it, but I couldn't remember the name.
This is a basketball jersey.
Cool.
And the last one sold for $125 on eBay.
Nice.
And I bought this at Buffalo Exchange. I did pay a premium compared to what we normally pay for stuff. I paid $18.50. So, but I saw that it was selling for $125. Now, Candace, if you really want it, we can strike a deal because you have a tiki mug I need. So,
oh, I love it, bartering.
I am happy to strike a deal for you right now. So, I mean, not right now. Cool. Message me later. We'll talk. I've
never heard the Misfits. I don't think I've heard the music. I've heard of them, but I probably don't know their music.
It is a 2XL, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But I'll set this to the side in case anyone is interested in that. All right, Deb, what you got?
Okay, let me see what to okay, I'll start with I have some jeans. I don't know how to do this so you guys can see them. These are, I'm pretty sure they're vintage Levi's. We went to an estate sale and I found quite a few. So we have these listed for $70. And look, there's holes. Can you see? I got holes. Oh, yeah. And there's some paint on one side, and they're the flares. So I paid like $2.
And is it made in the USA vintage Levi's?
I don't know. I have to ask my lister. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Bill, are these made in USA? Yes. Yes, he said they are. And then I have another pair. Same thing. Flares. I don't think these have any holes. Oh, this might be the pair. They were ripped in the crotch, and I have a friend that's a great seamstress, so she charges me like $5 to fix them. And I think there was another hole back here, and she fixed that for me. But you know what? With vintage Levi's, people like them with holes. I mean, they're wearing holy knees right now.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I have these listed for $75. So working on those. Now this here, this is, I don't know if I can skip the picture to you. This is a shout out to Robin Haas. I had all these wrist games. I posted a picture to Kim and Robin of my workroom and what a mess. And she goes, what about all those wrist games? They're not worth anything. So I took all the parts out. Can you see that? I took all the parts out, put it in a box, $23 with priority shipping. And I've already sold one. So I have 4 more of these. Actually, I have 6 more, but the booklet's a little different in them. So, you know, somebody wants to buy the parts, and then I recycled the boxes and the game boards because nobody wants the wrist games. They're just not going for what they used to. But I'm going to get my money that way.
All right, I'm going to have you do me a favor. I'm going to have you unplug your headphones because your hair or something keeps rubbing the mic.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yeah, much better. See, I don't ever have that. Well, I do have that problem when my beard gets in the way.
Okay. So we go down to Pacifica, you know, my favorite little spot, and we always go to the Goodwill there. And I found it's a dozen little baseballs, and I don't know if they're Little League. I can't remember. So see that, and they're in the box.
Oh, so they're brand new.
Yeah, they're all brand new. Each one is sealed, and it has a little coat on it. So with
protection.
Yes. With my senior discount, I paid $7.99 for these, and we have them listed for $30 plus shipping.
Now, are you the whole box, or are you listening to them one at a time?
Well, I'm doing the whole box.
Okay.
Because that's how people sell them. I don't want to just one because it wouldn't be worth my time. So you want me to keep going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is.
Wait, pause. My mom wants to know if they're Rawlings baseballs.
They are diamond.
Okay.
They're diamond baseballs, and they're DLL. And yeah, that's how we kind of, in the store, in the Goodwill, I used my app to kind of look them up and see what they were worth. So I figured it was, you know, $7.99 and sell them for $30. It's not going to make me rich, but, and then this, I just love. Tempted to keep it. It's a chenille bedspread. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So I paid $5, and I might list it for $100. It's a queen size. It's vintage. I got it at a estate sale, so I know it's really old.
Is there a brand to it, or is it?
No, I haven't. I don't see any brand on it. And it does. Some of the edges have the fringe, which is kind of cool.
And
so,
what do you think? What'd you pay for that?
I paid $5, and I'm going to list it for about $100.
Okay.
because I was looking at solds, and lately, I know other people probably see this too. Auctions are just so sad because I see people, something will sell for a lot more money, but then they'll put it on auction and get one bid and sell it for $9.99. And so I just, unless it's something really rare, this I just love. If it fit me, I would keep it. It's a rabbit coat, and I got this at the same estate sale with the jeans, so I paid like $2. The only thing I'm concerned about is the tag. All the solds and the comps that I look at all say Beverly Hills in them, and mine doesn't. It says Fur Couture, made in Korea, which those all say the same thing. So I don't know if it could be a fake, but it sure feels. And underneath the arms, it's got, I don't know, that's probably vinyl. So we'll see about that. So I paid $2, and I probably maybe get $35 since it doesn't have the Beverly Hills tag in it.
Hey, back on your bedspread for a second. Do you have a bed in your home that will fit that bedspread?
Yes.
So that's a rare time where I always recommend to go take a picture in your bedroom. Make sure it's clean. Make sure there's not, like Robin put a picture in the show last night where we saw her toilet paper. Make sure it's clean.
Oh, yeah.
But it's one of those things where it really helps to show it in action. I'm using quotes, obviously, because it's not really not action, but to see it on the bed, I think helps really sell it, especially if you've got a nice, neat and tidy room there. And someone said also to maybe pop it into specialty Facebook groups, too, for quilts and bedding.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Thanks. Yeah, I noticed a lot of the listings, they are on beds. Okay. So this is something that I've got at the thrift store. I think I paid like $4. It's a Singer. It's a whole little storage kit, and it was new in the box. I opened it just so that I could see what does it look like, make sure there's the right stuff in it, but it's never been used, and it has all these accessories. And one sold for $30 without the box, so I have mine at $54. It opens all up. It's really cool. It opens out, and you can put all your threads. I don't know if you can see how it opens up.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll try that, especially with Christmas time. But what's funny? When I was working on the title, sewer. How do you spell sewer? S-E-W-E-R? And that comes out to be sewer.
Sure does.
So I thought, because I was going to put great for a new sewer. But I'm like, that's sewer. And then I tried to search for how to spell sewer, so I put seamstress.
I like that. I do that too. When I can't figure out how the word works, I'm like, oh, screw it, I'll pick a different word.
Yeah, because I don't want to get, everybody.
All right, okay. Show me one more thing, and then I'll hop in.
Okay. This is, I have two more things real quick. This is a Carhartt 2XL denim jacket. And I forgot, what we have that one listed.
Let me see the collar, Deb.
Okay, just a second. Oh, okay.
I think I would call that a barn coat.
It's corduroy.
Yeah, I would call that a barn coat.
It's a barn coat. Oh, that's good. It's got a lot of pockets.
Yep.
It's got pockets down here.
Now, the chat might correct me, but I'm pretty sure you would call that a barn coat.
Barn coat. Oh, I should write that down on my notes. So we have it listed at $69. I paid $5 for it.
Nice.
Iron coat. Okay, and then my last thing. Those movie lasers. We were at a thrift store, a rummage sale, and I had to go pick up Bill. He was doing something, so I had to leave. I saw these, and I was going to check them on my phone, and then I had to leave and pick them up. So then I forgot. Across the town, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I forgot the laser discs. So we raced back over there, and we go in the main room where they were, and they're gone. And I'm like, oh, no, I missed it, and I was all bummed. So Bill went in the special room, and they were all in there. So we got 69 of these for $6.
Did you say 69? Bow chicka bow.
Yes, we got 69 of these. And the prices, I don't know if we didn't, there's some I think Space Jam goes, we don't have it, but I think it goes for like 99. So the ones that we've checked out the prices so far, 16 of them would sell for $200. So I may end up bundling them. Yeah,
but that is the movie where they thought they would try and make Rosie O'Donnell sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. And there's all kinds. There's a couple kids ones too. So all in really good shape. They still have plastic. They're opened, but they all have the tissue and they're all shiny.
Deb, pull one out for maybe if we have any younger viewers who are watching who've never seen a laser disc. They are gigantic CDs, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. Woo!
And it's...
They could be good for art projects too, you know, because they're so big and shiny.
Yeah. And then some people like you know, the covers. The covers. So I don't know. We'll see. But I couldn't pass that deal up. 69 of them. I mean, it was $3 a bag, and you know we stuffed those bags at school. We could barely carry them out.
All right, I'm gonna hop in here.
Alrighty.
All right, let's do some clothes now. I bought these from obviously the same person. I think. Hang on a minute. I think they're the same size. Well, let me double check. Oh no, they're not. Remarkably different. Okay, so. You know, big bras. I haven't bought any in a while, but this is a 38H, and it's sexy. It's animal print, and it's got lace. Again, the bigger you get, typically companies aren't like, oh, big girls don't want to be sexy. Hell yeah, they do. And so 38H.
They want to be sexy.
Yep, 38H. And then this one, even better, I think. This one is 42F, and it's brand new with tags. And I think this one's nice. I like this one a lot.
Polka dots. That's nice.
Yep. Yeah, brand new.
Are they hearts or dots?
They are dots, and these are both Cassettes. So this one's got all the tags with it, and so I will sell those. So does it have the original price on that? Yeah, this bra new was $58. I paid $3 at the thrift store.
Nice.
Yeah. So
every time I look for bras, I just haven't found any yet. You know, I check eBay, and the prices just don't seem to be there. So I'm just not finding the right ones yet.
So this is the one that I teased from the back of my truck when I was doing a little Facebook Live in Santa Monica. This is a vintage rain spooner. This is a really old label, but this is the weirdest rain spooner I've ever seen in my life. It's it's long sleeve.
Oh.
And B, it ain't Hawaiian at all. Matter of fact, it's like this is what you would like brand on your cow if you were a rancher. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
So, to me, it looks like data or something, like somebody's computer data numbers or something.
And it's got two pockets with the little flaps over it. So yeah, this and it's got the like the pearl type buttons. So it's kind of a cowboy shirt, but it's the weirdest rain spooner I have ever seen in my life. And I paid like $6. I haven't found comps yet because I don't know what the hell to look up. So I will do more work on this than normal because, you know, most Hawaiian shirts, you write what you see. Well, this one, I don't think it's chemistry. I really think this is, I don't know.
P3.
P3, but I don't know what that is exactly.
I almost wonder if it was like a company shirt. Maybe they had Rain Spooner do it for their company, or
I don't know. But this is, and there's no size in it, but I don't know. It's weird, but you know,
auction that one off.
I like the weird, but let's go from the weird to not so weird, easy to figure out. This is a rain spooner. Old again, but not as old as that one. I'm trying to get the dang tag out of the way. Okay. So that's and this was Newport Beach when they had their centennial. 2006, Newport Beach turned 100. They had shirts made.
Nice.
So that's very nautical, very Southern California. I paid $5.60. And I'm going to get about 40, 45, 50 bucks for it.
Nice. That's got a lot of great keywords in it.
Oh, yeah. That one's easy. Now, here is where I spent quite a bit on a shirt, and Buffalo Exchange screwed me.
Ah.
So Tropicana is a really good vintage Hawaiian shirt brand. There it is. And this one's pretty bitchin'. Oops.
Wow. That is awesome.
And it's got this medallion right here that says Aloha, like this drum and the cocktail. Yeah, and cool. You want to see how they screwed me, Deb?
Yes, I'm waiting to find out.
Thanks, Buffalo Exchange.
What? Oh, is it a tag that won't come off?
Yeah, one of these. Don't pull this off. You can't steal this. Well, dipshits forgot to pull it off. And obviously, it didn't even set the alarm off, dummies.
And the shirt was only, what, $6.99? How much did you pay?
No. This one I paid a lot for because I think I can get a lot more. I paid $26 for it.
Oh, okay. Can you take that to somebody?
I'm going to go to the Buffalo Exchange here. I'm like, do you guys all have the same machinery? Because I got to get this stupid thing off. But because I sell at tiki events, because I sell on tiki Facebook groups, and we just talked about specialty Facebook groups, I truly think this is a $100 shirt. At the minimum, $75. So I didn't mind paying $26. Because also when I go vend at these events, I like to have, even if it doesn't sell, I like to have stuff on display that really draws people in. And this is one of them kind of unique prints that I haven't, look, I've sold 1,000 million Hawaiian shirts. I've never seen this print before.
That's what I was going to say. You have so much experience. And
yeah. So when you've never seen a print, you're like, what? Now, speaking of crazy prints, the bummer is there's no brand. And I'm thinking maybe it was a uniform shirt, but you ready for a 1980s Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in Hawaii.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Made in the USA, size large. I paid $3.60. There is no brand. It's 80 cotton, 20 polyester, but I thought it was super cool.
That is awesome.
And I'm watching the feed, and let me tell you, the colors aren't being done justice right now. They're brighter than what you guys are seeing.
Wow, that is cool. That's definitely a attention getter for your booth, too, if it doesn't sell on eBay.
Now, going back to Buffalo Exchange, now this shirt only cost me $11, but this is the craziest shirt I bought in a long, long time. If you want to relive the 70s disco era,
oh yeah,
with a shirt that looks like a museum of art threw up on you, here you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are those trees and flowers?
And if you look, there's peacocks, and there's a dude.
Oh my gosh, peacocks are hot right now.
There's a little tiki hut and waterfalls. Is that not the most amazing ugly shirt you've seen in a long time?
That is so cool.
And look at these giant wooden buttons.
Yep. So it's long sleeve too?
Yep, yep. And the brand, which I had never seen before, is called the Wind Skin, and is made in Encinitas.
Wow.
I paid $11. It is a size large. And if I can figure out how to write it up, I'm definitely going to ask, like, I'll probably put up for like $100.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking realistically, it's a $60 shirt.
So that's when did someone say, I heard somebody say that we were going to be able to start paying for more pictures on eBay, because that's a shirt that, you know, you got a lot of different pictures.
Yeah, they talked about that, but I haven't seen anything since. So
sometimes 12 is just not enough.
All right, so here's something I ain't never bought before, Debs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I like when I buy shit that I ain't never bought.
You've never bought this before. I can't wait.
Okay, so we are talking, I'm going to pull this tag off so you can see it better. We are talking vintage Guess jeans.
Ooh.
So there it is, made in the USA, vintage Guess.
Nice.
It's got the Guess patch on the back, which is hard to see, I know. And it's got the Guess little triangle on the pocket. And it's got the Guess buttons. And what it is a denim vest. But here's what's shocking. In the 80s, when this was made, they didn't make a lot of big fella clothing. And let me show you how big this vest is. It's too big for me.
Oh my gosh.
Let me put this up here.
Wow.
This is too big for me. Look at this. This is awesome.
That is so cool.
How big ass is this vest right now?
Turn around so we can see the back.
Here, I'll walk back a little bit here.
Oh my gosh.
So these
that's like a Santa Claus head.
These pockets, these lower pockets are huge. But yeah, wow. I'm just like, and I cannot find this vest. But there's so many places it's marked Guess. I don't think it's fake. But I don't remember Guess making big boys clothes back in the 80s. And I can't find anything like this.
Wow. I think someone international would probably go crazy over that.
Yeah. So that I did pay a little bit more than normal. I did pay $9 for that, but I thought it was so different and unique and in great shape too. Whoops, now I'm really low. Yeah. In great shape is the other key there because, you know.
So cool to find stuff like that that's so unusual. You got to try it.
Now, sticking in the denim front, I'm going to show you two pair of vintage Levi's. These are silver tab baggies. You know, we've talked about silver tab and the baggies, but I want to show you something unique, Deb, or some not unique, but funny. These are not made in the USA vintage, but made in Guatemala, and the tags are older, so they're like right after made in the USA. So they're still vintage. Okay. They're black label, which you don't see too often.
Interesting.
They're 40-32s, good size. They're 517s, but here's what's crazy. I thought they were some special jeans, and then I realized, nope. The gentleman who wore these wanted to wear suspenders, so he added buttons to this pair, and he added buttons to this pair too. So
you don't think they came with the buttons?
No, because they're the same button in two totally different sets of jeans. And I have never seen Levi's.
But they're both Levi's, right?
Yep.
Oh,
these are a little bit older than these, and they're the exact same white buttons. So yeah.
They're the exact same size, so like the same guy would have worn them.
Oh yeah. That definitely. Some guy was rocking his jeans with suspenders.
Well, that's a good selling point.
Now, Candace, my friend Candace lives here. She says hipsters love suspenders. I was contemplating taking those buttons out. Do y'all think I should leave them in?
Leave them. Let them take them out.
All right. Debbie is
how many Levi's on eBay have suspender buttons inside? You know.
Speaking of silver tab baggies, now the silver tab baggies used to command a higher price. They don't, but they still sell well. But what sells really well is black ones, because there's way more blues than blacks. So blacks do very well. Everyone's telling me to leave them. Okay, I'll leave them. Yeah. Blacks do very, very well, and I think it was a decent size at 36.30, not too bad. But so I love those. Now this, I did pay more than normal, Deb, but I think I'm going to get a return. Again, it's vintage, but not super vintage, so it's not made in the USA. Levi's, it is made in Mexico. They are orange tab 560s, but here's what's awesome about them. I did pay $13 at that thrift store, Debbie. But here's what's awesome. New with tags, and these are not.
The tag.
So these have been, these are probably at least 20-year-old jeans, and they're just sitting around with their tags.
Yeah, mine are both orange tabs too. The Levi's that I showed are both orange. Oh, that is so awesome.
And so I was looking them up, new with tags, and they're getting like $60-70. And so it's not a bad return on a $13 investment. Now, most people, and maybe some of you watching, would probably see these $13 jeans and then keep on trucking. But the fact that they were new, like if these were used, I would not have bought them for $13. The fact that the tags are still on them, and they're orange tabs, I'm like, all right, I can get a return without even looking it up. I know I can double, triple my money, and I'm seeing I can probably quadruple my money. So, I like to have cool jeans.
Can you look at the zipper? Bill learned that and I'm sure Joey probably taught us too. On the zipper, does it say Talon 42?
Well, hang on a minute. Let me get my magnifying glass out because I'm old and my eyesight sucks.
Use the magnifying glass on our iPhones.
YKK on the zipper.
YKK, Bill? No? Okay. So yeah, he's learned that, I guess, Talon 42 dates them or something.
Now, you're always looking for made in USA. These are made in Mexico, but this is the old school tag. So
I remember that.
That old, this is the rough, scratchy tag they don't use anymore. And so even though it's not made in USA vintage, as soon as I saw the tag, I knew it was vintage. And then I saw with new with tags, I'm like, all right, cool. I like these jeans.
That's awesome.
Hoo-ah. All right. You got more stuff there, Deb?
No, I flew through mine really quick.
You did all yours at once? You just want to I'll keep going then. Cool. You can just be my color commentator.
This is my first thrift haul with you. Next time I'll know. I could always find some.
All right, so let's talk media. And, I buy CDs all the time. And I don't need to show you every CD I bought because when I was in LA, I bought, I don't know, a couple hundred. And this would be the longest, most boring thrift haul ever. But I'm going to show this one for one reason. Kim and I were in a women's secondhand store, like one of those stores where they go out and find the good stuff and they kind of curate it. And then they had a little bit of antiques and a lot of jewelry and stuff. And then they had a little rack of CDs for $1 a piece. And this is a very rare Jesus and the Mary Chain CD live in concert. I never even seen it before, and I'm a fan. I saw them in concert back in the 80s.
Well, that's the name of the band, the Jesus and Mary Chain?
Yeah.
I never heard of them.
And this on Amazon sells in the like 60 to 70 range. On eBay just sold for 30. So it was a good $1 investment. But it's a store you would not normally walk into and think, I'm going to find CDs. But Kim was looking at, and Kim found, she's eating dinner right now. I wish she was in the chat. Kim found some high-end women's brands, and I can't remember which ones, but you know, she was paying like 15 or 18 bucks, and they were stuff that selling for like $200-300 used.
Wow.
So I'm still not good at that, so I was ignoring all that. But I'm like, oh, look, CDs, and I just spun the little carousel, and I bought the best one. So.
Oh, I'll have to get the name. What's the name of this thrift store? I'll have to go down.
You know, it was the secondhand store in Ventura, I think. Dang, I wish Kim wasn't eating dinner right now because she would. I was trying to get a hold of her right before we started.
Oh, if it was in Ventura, I hope they're okay down there.
Okay, so I also teased cassettes. Now, I'm not going to explain why, but this is going to work into a segment in Thrifty Business this coming Thursday. But this week I lucked out and I got all hip hop. So going from bottom to top, I got Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's a 2 cassette, The Art of War. So this is all like late 90s rap. I got Ruthless Records 10th anniversary. It says cassette 1. I guess I'm missing cassette 2. Shit. But Ruthless Records was the home to Eazy-E and NWA. I'll probably still be able to sell this. Next, I got DJ Quick. He was an awesome DJ back in the 80s and 90s. MC Ren is one of NWA, so I got his cassette. Mace was one of Puff Daddy's boys. And then last but not least was True, and that is Master P and his boys, Mystical and, oh, shoot, I forget which is the other guy in there. But this is No Limit Records. So you don't find good hip-hop on cassettes normally, and so when you find it, get it all.
Because I don't know hip hop. That's not my genre, but I could recognize it. But I'm always looking, and I never find it. So you found all those in the same place? Wow.
Neighbors on Tropicana. Okay, so let's stay in media, shall we, Deb?
Sure.
And I went to the record section. Now this record isn't worth a ton. C Murder, Silk the Shocker, C Murder, and Master P. Thanks, man. Look at that. I got the peeps in there who know their stuff.
That's awesome.
This record I paid $1.50 for. It's only worth about 10 or 12, but I bought it for one reason, Deb, because it made me smile. Harper's Bazaar is a magazine, but it's also a 60s band, and the album's called Feeling Groovy. But why I bought it is because it still had the Kmart sticker on it.
Nice.
Now, I'm thinking the Kmart sticker on it might make it worth more. This record normally sells for like 10 bucks, but no one still had the cellophane with a Kmart sticker on it. And manufactured suggested list price was $4.79. Kmart's price, $3.47.
I remember the days back when I could go buy albums for that price. Oh, now they're gone. They're harder to find, but oh yeah, that's awesome.
This is impossible to teach over a video, but this is import vinyl. And the way you can tell is the cardboard feels different than domestic cardboard. It's a little slicker, just a little bit. And so when I flip through records, I can actually feel like a spidey sense. I can feel import cardboard. So Triumph's a band from the 80s. This isn't a hugely expensive import, but I can get about 15 to 20 bucks for it. Again, I paid $1.50. But I grabbed it because I knew it would be good because it was an import.
Now, if it had the cellophane, if it was sealed,
then how would you? A whole different ballgame.
Yeah, because you can't feel it, so then you have to know that it could be an import.
And then this one caught my eye. I didn't know what MJT plus 3 was, but it was on VJ Records, which is what one of the labels that Beatles were on early. And this is a jazz record. And I don't remember. Shoot, I looked up who was in it. But not a huge seller, but the record's called Make Everyone Happy. I think she's really happy. I think she's having an orgasm.
I was going to say,
That's what I think.
Looks like a cool.
You know, these Friday night hauls, they're getting a little sexy, a little dirty.
I was going to say, it sounded like Disneyland and sex. Now, see me, I think she looks like she's on a roller coaster.
Lady thinks roller coaster. Big J thinks orgasm. See? But here's the best thing. So I'm just flipping through records. If you're in my secret beach, and hey, chat, who's watching right now that's in my secret beach? My smaller subscription-based group. Debbie's with us. And I can tell, I know Heather's with us and Robin's with us and Stephanie, but chat, let me see who's in the secret beach. Because you all just saw Henry's there, Cheryl's there, Sherry's there, Robin, Candace, Pam, cool. So you guys just, good boy, got a whole bunch of you. You guys just saw a webinar on the music from the Tiki Bar.
That was awesome.
And I showed you a record that I did not own. It was kind of like one of the holy grails of Tiki music. Well, guess what I found yesterday?
Oh, really?
You
think about things. We touch our items, they sell. You think about things you need, and you go find it.
This is a great record. The music's incredible. It's the perfect soundtrack to a Tiki Bar, and it's come out in various versions with various covers. This is the best cover. I just never owned it till yesterday for $1.50.
Oh my gosh. Are you keeping it?
Oh, heck yeah. This is Robert Drasnin, Voodoo. Now, if I was going to sell this, this is about 60 to 100 bucks.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I love, I'm always looking for Hawaiian albums. How many have I found for you?
Oh,
and I love when you say, I've never seen that album before, and I give it to you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask another quick question. Those of you who are here live right now, y'all said, hey, I'm in the Secret Beach. How many of you in the Secret Beach are going on the Secret Beach cruise coming up in January? I know Debbie is. So let me see who's in the chat who's going on the cruise, because I'm going to give you guys the 4-on-1 on something that's going to be happening on the cruise. You'll be the first to hear it. So let me see. Let me see who's going on the cruise in the chat. I know Debbie's going. I'm going, obviously. And
our spouses are going, yeah.
Yep. So Robin's going. My mom and dad are going.
Kim's going.
Kim's going. Well, Kim's eating dinner, so Kim's not here right now.
I can't wait.
Slippin' to Vintage says I'm going. Unfortunately, I don't know who Slippin' to Vintage is by that name. Linda's going. Who else is going? All right, so those of you going, here's a little heads up. I'm gonna spell it all out, but you're gonna get the first. Because I found this the other day, I was thinking about something. You know, I've taught you a lot of things in the Secret Beach. We got Pyrex coming up. I got another Tiki webinar at the end of the month. We're gonna have two different days at sea, and part of those days we're gonna have some classes.
Did you freeze? Did I freeze? Oh, did one of us froze?
I think it was you, Deb.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
So we're gonna have 2 days at sea, and we're not gonna type your whole day, but both those days we're gonna have some classes in a classroom. And what I figured out the other day was, when I was at the thrift store buying this, we're gonna have a quiz. You're all gonna take a test. And the test is going to be specifically on the 4 Tiki webinars you will have watched. Now, you've only seen 3. The 4th one's coming up in 3 weeks. And so I'm going to give you, like, I don't know, 30 or 40 question quiz, like, you know, multiple choice, make it somewhat easy. And I'm going to bring prizes on the boat. And the person who gets the best score, I'm going to bring a good Tiki mug that you can flip for money.
Nice. Oh, we got to study.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, Doug said he's new here. So, Doug, if you're not in my regular group, I have a huge Facebook group called the Thrifting Board. It's got 35,500 members. It's a free group. You get all the thrifting help you want. It's always going to be free. It's an awesome group. For those who want to go a little bit deeper and get monthly webinars from me and from guest experts and bonus shows, I have a subscription-based group called the Secret Beach. And we do also, besides learning, we do fun stuff. We had a big party this past July, and we're going on our first cruise in January. And although we're going to party and cruise Mexico and the Gulf, we're also going to do some lessons, some teachings. But I thought one of the best ways to teach would be to do a fun test and give away prizes.
Yes. Oh, the stress. Can someone help me with the answers when the time comes? Now, are there some Thrifting Board members that are coming too?
There is 2 or 3 Thrifting Board members that are not Secret Beach members yet. But I bet you by the end of this cruise, they will be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what I love? I mean, obviously you talk to your CPA, but how many times you get to go on a cruise and write some of it off?
Yep.
Because we are going to be talking eBay. We'll wear our eBay shirts. We'll be learning.
Oh, thanks, Heather. Heather said the party in July was fabulous. Great fun. All right. So speaking of cruising and drinking, and just spilled water on me, let's talk about some cool other things I found at Savers. Turvis tumblers. They're good things to buy. And they're better depending on what's inside the Turvis tumbler. Jimmy Buffett stuff does very well since we were talking Tiki, but this is Margaritaville. And what's really cool is this tie-dyed piece inside of it.
Awesome.
And I can't find this one anywhere. And I paid $3, and I'm going to ask $30 for it.
Wow. Now, you call it, what's the brand? Turvis?
Turvis. Oh, and the bonus is they don't always come with the lids. So not only does it have the lid, it's branded Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett, and it's tie-dyed. Like, this is the most badass Tervis I've ever picked up.
Awesome.
Now, I'm going to quiz you again, Debs.
Okay, I'm ready.
Because I know the chat will know quickly.
They're smarter than me.
Robin
They're
spelled
younger than me.
Robin is Tervis, not Trevis.
Tervis. I thought you were saying thermos, but you were saying it wrong. And I'm like, what is he saying?
Nope, still wrong. Now Robin's got Trivas. Tervis. Tervis. Robin's our special speller. All right, Deb, what is this?
Oh, it looks like one of those pictures where when I was in school, we would put the paint and then you fold it over and it makes, I don't know. It's not Iron Maiden.
Nope, this is pop culture superhero. Boom. My boy.
Is that pool guy? That pool guy? Or?
Yeah, well, you're right. It is Deadpool.
Oh, yay!
Not one, but two brand new Deadpool metal water bottles.
I've never watched Deadpool.
No, Sherry, no, it's not DC Comics. It is Marvel, Sherry. So, again, very cool.
Are you going to do like a multi-quantity of two? Or are you going to sell them as a set?
Yes, unless I decide to keep one.
I think you should.
All right, I got a couple more things, and then we'll call it a night here. Another hat. I picked this up in L.A. Kim took me to a little honey hole antique store that she likes, and this is pretty cool. It is. Who's this, Deb?
It's a penguin, and he's Frosty. I've seen him, but I don't know his name.
Close with Frosty.
Frozen. Freeze.
Nope.
Frost King. When you say it, I'm going to go, duh.
Yep. Oh, Sherry Gold got it. Chili Willy.
Oh, yes. Chili Willy.
Yep, Chili Willy. And it is a official Walter Lands hat.
Nice.
There it is. And I picked it up for $5 and it's selling for $35.
Wow. Yep. I'm coming down there to those honey holes.
Now, this one, I don't know if this is Winchester the rifle. And I bought it actually to wear because it's a V-neck with this really cool distressed-looking flag.
That's awesome.
It's marked 3X, so here's a little tip. I am now a 2X. I was a 3X. I put this on. It was skin tight. This is an extra large at best, and so I am not going to market it as a 3X because anyone who truly wears the 3X will be very unhappy.
Yeah.
So if you have something that is, even though it's labeled the size, if you can tell it is the wrong size, you're only setting yourself up for failure if you use that size.
Yeah, we just had one. And then Trader Don taught me, and you probably would tell me too, the vintage Hawaiian shirts, if it's a large, no, it's more like a small medium. Nope. So even though...
Yep. Someone asked who Chili Willy was. So Walter Lantz did a bunch of cartoons. Woody Woodpecker is his most famous, and Chili Willy was one of the other ones. So it was a cartoon I used to watch after school when I was a kid.
Oh. So on your vintage shirts, just because it says, like, I had a mismarked, I had a large, and I put a large, and he was looking over my listings, Trader Don, and he said, no, change that to a medium. Your buyers they were vintage. Oh, sleeveless.
Well, tank top. Who's this, Deb?
It's that karate guy that died. Bruce Lee.
Yes. So it's cool, and it's Bruce Lee brand, but here's the bummer. There's a lot of Bruce Lee tank tops. This is the worst one. This is the one that doesn't sell. So I didn't even look it up. I paid $4 thinking, cool, and this one sells for like 12.
I know. Bring it on the cruise for a giveaway.
So it's a 2X. It's a little bit tight 2X, but it's not too bad. So if anyone is in the market for a 2X Bruce Lee tank top, I got you covered. Now, I think it was Robin on Thrifty Business talking about the brand Metal Militia. And I never bought it, but I saw members of the thrifting board buying it and selling it. So for a $1.87, I picked up two very cool Metal Militia T-shirts.
That's awesome.
And
that is cool.
These are size extra large. I got that one.
Cool.
And this one.
Oh, I like that one too.
So again, it was a $1.87, and I knew it from the members buying it, and And I thought, okay, now's the time to try it, because even though I saw people selling it, I didn't think it was worthy. But for $1.87, I'm gonna try it, because now's the time. And two of the same size, extra large, good size, good graphics.
What do you think you're gonna list those for?
I haven't looked them up.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'm thinking like $25, give or take.
Oh, yeah, they're
then,
nice.
I got 2 women's things and a couple of things we're out here. So talk about out of our element, because Deb, we always talk about thrift out of your element.
That's right.
I don't know shit about Dolce & Gabbana, but look at these pants.
Those expensive. Oh my gosh, those are awesome. Oh, I wish those fit me. Whoa, that looked like something my mom wore back in the 60s.
You know, the buttons say Dolce & Gabbana, and they whoever had them last dry clean them. There's a dry cleaning tag.
Nice.
I feel good about them being dry cleaning, and they were size. Oh, there's no size tag. That's one thing that made me a little.
But you have a Dolce & Gabbana store in Vegas.
Yeah.
Come in and ask them to authenticate them for you.
All right, so Kim just showed up. Kim, if you're in the chat, I was talking about the store we were in. I think it was in Ventura, but I'm not 100% sure. It was that store where you bought some cool ladies' clothes, and I bought this one CD. So if you're in the chat,
what's the name of it? I want to go there.
And what'd you find? I can't remember. Oh, she just texted me. Your chat isn't working. Never mind. Okay, cool. And then I only bought 2 ladies' things this week, but this is from Express, right? Express, yeah. Pretty bitchin' Christmas sweater.
Oh, nice. I like how the red it lines up with the shirt. That is cool.
So I paid $6 as a medium, and this exact sweater is selling for like $35, $40. So
hurry, get that up, because Christmas is coming back.
Sophia's working on it tomorrow.
I finally sold a ugly Christmas sweater that I've had listed for like 3 years. My daughter we'd take it out of our inventory and she'd wear it to a party, and then I'd put it back in. And finally sold.
All right. So, all right. So I got a couple more things, and then we'll call it a night. This is where I'm glad I started shopping in the linen section. A lot of that is due to Nadine making me go into the linen section and pay attention. Right. So I found not one, but 2 different vintage Barbie sheets.
Ooh, Barbie. Oh, those
Let me tell you, these are not comfortable. They did not make comfy sheets back then. They're scratchy.
Oh.
But they were $3.75.
Cool.
Okay, so Kim said she bought the Valentino skirt and jacket that sells for $1,900, and she paid $15.
Whoa! Drinks are on Kim on the cruise.
And then here's the other Barbie one. It is
I love
cheerleader. And I wasn't sure how vintage are desirable, and so I quickly looked up Barbie cheerleader. And like I said, I paid $2.25 for this one. This exact sheet, just this sheet, sold for $49.99 last week.
Wow, awesome! That's a cool pattern.
So I didn't even look this one up. I'm like, cool. I got mad profit from this one. I know I'll make more than $3. I don't even care what the hell this one is, but I'm gonna buy both of them.
And sometimes people take them to make curtains. So if they're kind of scratchy and they don't want to sleep on them, and you don't have the other part, they just make curtains out of them, or even little dresses. Oh.
All right, so this is basically the Old Man in the Sea coffee mug with a fishy handle, and if you look on eBay, it sells for like $17 to $22. I paid $2 for it. It's kind of a homemade dealie, and they come in different color and glazes, but people are doing the opening shot like this because, of course, you kind of want to see the fish, but man, you really miss the dude. And so my opening shots can be more on this angle because you'll see most of his face, and you'll see the fish back here. I don't like anyone's pictures because also people are either doing it like this, so you're kind of missing the dude, or they're doing it like this, so you're missing the fish. So if you get
that angle makes you want to see more. The way you're going to do it, you want to see the rest of it. So you think someone homemade that, like in a ceramic?
Well, here's the deal. When you see these 3 little dots down here, bloop, 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 it's not a high-end operation. Now, I do have some tiki mugs that were made for tiki bars that were made like this. But like I said, and someone said Hemingway. Yep, definitely got a kind of a Papa Hemingway look to it, Ernest Hemingway. Hey, Kim, welcome to the chat. But no one had this all green version. I thought this was a pretty cool version.
Now you won't FOMO that, will you? Because it's a little bigger.
I won't FOMO it for a couple reasons. It's older, and vintage mugs tend to be thinner. So modern tiki mugs are way thick, and vintage aren't. And so, and you can feel it. Like if I pressed hard enough, I could probably crush this in my hands. And so,
now, do you call that? Do you call that tiki?
No, this won't be tiki.
Okay.
But vintage tiki mugs are thin too, whereas modern are so thick. FOMO all day long. All right.
Yeah, when they get to be a little too big, I don't FOMO. We sold one the other day. Oh gosh, it was a mug in a box, and there was no way we could FOMO it. So we got it into a regional A and took it out of the box and put all the FOMO that I normally do on a mug, and they just fit together in the box. Not gonna do that again.
Okay, what's this, Deb?
Oh,
okay, what's
Jackpot Jungle. Okay, it came from a casino. Something at a casino, and then, but it kind of reminds me of the Jungle Cruise too at Disneyland.
Yeah, it came from a slot machine. And here's the bummer of this. And I've sold quite a few of these. I got a few to sell. I paid $7.50. You can probably get 35 to 40, and you can get more. It depends on what it is. But here's the bummer. As she's ringing me out, she goes, "Oh, a lady bought 40 of them yesterday." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh. Yeah, but you don't know what she's going to do with hers. Maybe she's not going to sell hers on eBay.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Boo.
That looks kind of like, is that real thin? Like if you were going to ship it, that could be fragile. So it's not too thin. Okay. A lot of bubble wrap.
And now this one, I need a little help. This is from Target. It is a Mickey Mouse clock, but I don't know what the hell this says.
Bridget. No. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
And there's no clue on the bottom because the bottom just says Target 2001.
So what is the Target 2000? Is that like signed on it, or is that like a sticker?
It's a sticker. It's the barcode from Target.
Oh, well, try typing in that.
Oh, I will, but I thought if anyone knows what that said, and Candace is in the chat, she goes, "It wasn't me who bought all the all the slot glasses." So
that's a cool clock. A lot of Disney tonight.
Erin says she remembers a slot glass I bought on Thrift Hunters. Yeah, I bought one from a Spider-Man slot machine that had all the villains on it, and I think it was the Steve Ditko art. Because when you sell anything comic book related, especially Marvel and DC, if you can find a comic book nerd that can tell you who drew it, that's kind of how your angle is too. Because, of course, some of these comic, like Superman especially, Superman's been around for almost 100 years. Well, there's a lot of different people who've drawn Superman. So when you can figure out who drew him, you use that in your title because not only will fans of Superman buy it, it'll be fans of the person who drew it too. So
yeah, then that would be Joel Elad, our buddy Joel Elad. He's the
Bauer, Bauer. Okay. Let me put a little sticky on there for Sophia tomorrow.
So that starts with a B?
Yeah.
Oh, Bill says it's Graves on that clock.
Oh, Graves.
Michael Graves. He's looking in the chat. See, I can't see the chat.
All right. Well, these are all the notes I'll give Sophia, and I'll tell her to finish it up tomorrow. Okay, cool. I paid $3 for the clock. I don't know if it's worth it because I couldn't figure out what to look up, but I thought $3 wasn't much of a risk.
Yeah,
a bunch of stuff for Target. Michael Graves. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Now I got something to look up. Okay, last two things, and then we are out of here on a Friday night. Let's do where to go.
Oh, it's late for you East Coaster, and there's 11 p.m. back there.
Okay, I still suck at knowing what this is. Is this cross stitch? Is this needlepoint? I don't know. But for $4.50, I thought it was a pretty cool piece.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, I don't know if this is a specific old art piece. I don't know if it is or not. But
well, thankfully, we have so many experts in the thrifting board that can help us with that.
And but
it kind of looks, is that long stitch where the stitches are kind of long?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or are X's? Okay.
Help me, Chad. Help me. But it's one of those things where, again, I knew enough to be like, okay, it's a nice frame job. It's vintage needlepoint. Thank you. There's there's the framer on the back. There's no area code, so it tells me it's a little bit older. But frame nice. The work is nice, and needlepoint. I'll put that on there for Sophia. And if I can figure out if this is a specific art piece that I can put a title to too, that'll help.
I'm sure it probably is, because it looks like something that would be from a famous painting. The things we learn.
Yeah, and this is the kind of thing that I'm going to take a picture of it. I'll pop it into Google Images. If it is a famous painting, it will spit it out back to me.
Years ago, a couple years ago, I found a very vintage puzzle. There were little wooden, and they're figural. So the pieces were like an apple or a bunny. It was in a plain white box, so we had no picture to look at it. And Bill and I, another couple, we stayed up till like 3 in the morning putting that puzzle together. And the cool thing was, they had a glass top table, so I could look underneath to see, where pieces and things went. And I was able to find the picture of that puzzle. I think I sold it for about $130. But when you get into those figural puzzles, the more pieces, like 1,000-piece one, they can go for $700 to $900. I mean, this thing was from the 40s. It had a note in it of the gal that inspected the box.
All right, last but not least, we're going to go from old school needlepoint to skateboard.
Ooh, skateboard.
Okay, who knows what that means?
Is that Tony Hawk? That's a bee, the bird?
Yes. Keep going. You need one more word.
Bird cage, no bird. I can't remember. My kids were Tony Hawk fans.
Come on, you're there, Deb. One more word.
Birdhouse.
Yes.
Birdhouse. Woo! I remember.
Birdhouse. Now, I can't find this exact one, but what's going for me, and I showed you guys a skateboard a couple weeks ago. I haven't listed it yet. It's got the Tony Hawk trucks and wheels on it too. Nice. And they match the exact board. And so I'm thinking this is, $50 to $65. I paid $12 for it. So, again, I paid more than we normally pay for stuff, but I've got 2 other skateboards to list. So once you got a couple things to list, just throw them in the mix. And, this is not something that'll break in transit. So there's not a lot of packing. Just get it in a box. Because think of the abuse skateboards take. And so this is not like, like I'm shipping a thin glass, I'm shipping a thick skateboard.
It looks like it's in good shape from the back. It doesn't look real scratched up.
Yeah, because I saw one sell where they were practicing some trick where this was all the art was ground off right here.
Right. Yeah, you can see the scratches on the top.
Yeah,
and it's
a little bit, but for the most part, pretty good shape.
Yeah, and it's Christmas time. So that would be a great Christmas present for someone.
So even though I don't know shit about skateboarding, I always pick up skateboards, especially Tony Hawk stuff. Anything 80s I'll pick up too. So
yeah, vintage skateboards can bring in a lot of money, that's for sure.
And then I want to end the show with a little thank you to Henry, who's watching in the chat. I got a Christmas present from Henry today, Climax whiskey. So we're going to end the chat with a little bow chicka bow.
See, there goes that sex stuff again.
I know. This wasn't even a plan. All I saw was a box come in today. So Henry, I want to thank you very much. That's very nice of you. And I got a little birthday party and a New Year's Eve party coming up. So we will be having some Climax whiskey at the party. So there we go. So I want to thank, first of all, thank Deb. Deb, next time we'll definitely space your stuff out a little bit more. So
just wind me up, and
next time you thrift, and then you and I will do another thrift haul together. And
fun.
And thank the mystery man behind the screen that's been answering questions. Hey, Bill.
Oh, Bill. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Jason.
He said, hey.
Hey, Bill. I'll see you in New Orleans very soon, buddy.
Yes, he turned 60 years old on the January 22nd. We will be out to sea somewhere celebrating his 60th.
Not that we're not going to party already, but Bill's birthday's happening. We're really going to party.
Yeah, and that's our first cruise, too, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, all my cruise virgins, I'm going to show you guys. I was going to show you guys a good time anyway, but it's going to be amazing. So I want to thank everyone in the chat. 130 of you showed up for a live Friday night haul. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night. Sunday, Mom and I will be on 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. East Coast. Big Daddy's going to be our guest. We're going to, any questions you want about shipping crazy big stuff, Big Daddy's going to answer. And it's Big Daddy's 75th birthday on Sunday. So make sure you tune in for Big Daddy's birthday. And then next week, Thrifty Business will be on Thursday night, like normal. And we're going to have a man that some of you might know as Kris Kringle, but I won't say his real name. He'll be on to talk about the holidays.
Is that the Jello? The Jello teaser you gave?
Jello. A bowl full of Jello. Yep. And those of you in the Secret Beach, you just found out we're having a Pyrex webinar, and my webinar for the Secret Beach this month will be on vintage tiki mugs. And I thought, what a fun day to do it. My birthday, December 30th in the morning. So if you want to hang out with me during the webinar, we're going to do it on my birthday. That'd be kind of fun. A little bonus, you know?
This for sure, you know, everybody's going to say happy birthday to you. This won't be a one where we forget to
have a live studio audience because I got a couple friends y'all know staying here. I got a couple local peeps that might stop over. So we're going to have a morning webinar, but we're going to have a full office of fun. So make sure you tune in if you're in the beach. So that's it. Thank you, everybody. Debbie, thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, live watchers. Thank you, after the fact watchers. Thank you.
Hello, chat. Bye-bye, chat.
Yep, and thank you all my admins, and thank you to all my admins who are admin my YouTube channel. Make sure it stays clean. We didn't have no problems tonight, but we did last night. So thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.